Choosing the right car can be difficult for a buyer, especially if the devil is in the technical details. Yet one car is making that choice far easier on the buyer. Simply choose between urban or sport. That car is the new BMW 1 Series, the subject of our auto feature today. So allow us to make it simple for you. Just sit back, relax, and learn more about the 1 Series.
Designed to be a more accessible vehicle to those aspiring to own a BMW, the 1 Series was first launched in 2004 as the brand's new entry-level option. Now, some 6 years later, a completely new 1 Series is available. Whether you choose urban or sport, either will impress equally. It starts with the new headlights, shaped to mimic the eyes of an eagle. They sit on either side of BMW's trademark kidney grills. Those who choose the sport, meanwhile, get black grille slats. Urban buyers will get chromium-plated grille slats. Either way, the bumper has been dissolved into the body, creating a more aggressive flat facade. On the bottom, chrome strips on the sport lead the eyes to the recessed fog lamps. On the urban, a sleek black intake is found beside the fog lamps. On the bottom, a silver strip lines the lower intake on the urban model. On the sport, it is painted black for a sporty look. Towards the side, the cabin rises, forming the shape of the feather tail of an arrow. For the sport model, side mirrors are painted black and larger sporty wheels are fitted. For the urban model, smaller wheels give a more comfortable ride. Its side mirrors, in turn, are painted silver. On either model, a character line cuts through the door handles. Lower on the body, a second line swoops upward to the first line, forming the shape of a knife blade. Towards the back, a fin for a radio antenna sits just above the standard spoiler. The shoulder line continues to crease into the taillight and cuts through the tailgate. Like the front, the new bumper barely juts out. And below it, under the plate, is a streak of chromium on the urban or a streak of black on the sport to distinguish them. Moving this vehicle along is a choice of gasoline or diesel engines. Both of them are 1.8-liter 4-cylinder turbocharged engines. The gasoline engine will produce as much as 170 horsepower, while the diesel manages 143 horsepower, but makes up for it with more torque. All this power is delivered to the rear wheels for sports car-like handling. 17-inch wheels on 225/45 series tires will be fitted on the sport, while 16-inch wheels on 205/55 series tires will be shod on the urban. But keeping bumps at bay is a double-joint cross-strut front axle and a 5-link rear axle. Bringing the car to a stop are disc brakes on all 4 wheels, governed by ABS. Besides ABS, there are also a number of safety features like dynamic brake lights with flashing function, traction control and stability control, and variable sport steering. At night or in inclement weather, drivers will enjoy the automatic features the car comes with. First off, there's the auto headlight function that turns on when it begins to get dark. It also points into turns for better visibility. For rainy days, the auto wipers turn on when it senses droplets. It also adjusts its speed to the strength of the rain. Parking should also be a breeze with rear parking sensors and parking distance control to adjust its sensitivity. Even from far away, you can already control the 1 Series. The key fob in red or silver, depending on the variant, allows you to open doors, the trunk, or even windows with its buttons. With a key in your pocket, simply hold on to the door and it will unlock. To start the car, just tap the key around, press the start button, and it will oblige. Now that we've covered much of the exterior, it's time to see the inside. Just like the exterior, the interior look of the 1 Series depends on the model you choose. The urban features silver decorative strips and acrylic glass as accents. For the sport, on the other hand, there's red stitching on the wheel and coral red decorative strips for interior accents. Over in the driver's side, A 3-spoke steering sits at the helm. Remote controls for the stereo and cruise control are on the top 2 spokes. It has tilt and telescopic adjustment, while the seats have 8-way adjustment with memory function. Keep in mind that controls for the lights are on a dial on the left, while wiper and signal switches are on stalks behind the wheels. A peek at the instrument cluster reveals the dials organized into 2 main dials. These are the speedometer and tachometer. Built into the speedo is the fuel gauge, while the tach has a battery voltage meter and optimum shift indicator. In between them sits a multi-info LCD screen. It shows trip information, fuel range and consumption, and various other relevant data. Over the center is the stack for entertainment and climate. The LCD screen on top displays stereo and climate settings. Entertainment can be controlled with the buttons underneath, spread out in typical BMW style. Music, whether from the radio, CD, or an attached iPod, is routed through 7 speakers around the car and can be controlled via the remote control on the wheel. There's also the iDrive dial on the center divider that lets you control what is displayed on the center LCD. Open the compartment in the center divider to hide the iPod and other gadgets away from a thief's prying eyes. Below the controls, they'll find the automatic climate controls adjusted with easy-to-understand dials and buttons. Right by the driver's knee is the stick shift for the 6-speed automatic. There's also an 8-speed automatic as an option. Both have Steptronic function for manual selection gears. Closer to the driver are the drive program controls. Choosing Sport lets the engine respond faster, while choosing Eco Pro makes the engine and transmission more fuel efficient. Over in the second row are seats for 3 passengers. A center armrest can fold down from the seat as a divider. The bench can be folded split or as a whole to make room for cargo. In the rear cargo area, the trunk cover can be removed to create more vertical space. Nets and hidden compartments also let you organize and store additional items. This space is thanks to the lack of a spare tire, replaced with a tire repair kit for punctures. Of course, the 1 Series is not without safety. All seats have 3-point safety belts. In the event of a crash, up to 8 airbags can deploy. After a look both inside and outside the 1 Series, it's easy to see how the 2 choices, urban and sport, are distinctly different. Yet whichever you choose, the power, comfort, and even performance have been thoroughly planned out, so the driver need only focus on the road ahead.
That rounds up our feature of the new BMW 1 Series. Whether you're more urban or sporty in lifestyle, there's a variant especially for you.